Hey everyone, and welcome to this deep dive all about resilience.
hmm
We're going to be looking at an article by Lyndon Thorpe.
Okay.
She's a speaker, an author, and mentor who really focuses on this idea of turning setbacks into growth.
Yeah.
And she's got a great article called The Power of Resilience,
Yeah.
Transforming Setbacks into Growth.
I love that title.
Yeah, and we're not going to just define resilience. We're going to go deeper.
Right.
We're going to uncover some really actionable strategies,
Yeah, okay.
even some spiritual approaches to resilience.
Yeah.
And you're really going to be able to take this and apply it to your own life.
I think that's so important.
Yeah. And there's a fascinating personal story in here, too,
Oh,
that
cool.
illustrates the power of resilience. So,
Well, a lot of people, when they think of resilience, they think of just toughness.
okay.
Like grit your teeth and bear it,
Right.
This kind of toughness. But it's so much more than that.
Yeah.
This article really digs into the idea that resilience is about adapting and growing and actually thriving
Oh, wow.
in the face of adversity.
Okay. So not just bouncing back, but bouncing back better.
Exactly. Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
So why should we care so much about this idea of resilience?
Well, research shows it's directly linked to some pretty amazing benefits.
Okay.
Like the American Psychological Association found that people who score high in resilience tend to have lower rates of depression and anxiety.
Makes sense.
And then also, if you're thinking about your career,
Yeah.
LinkedIn's Global Talent Trends report consistently ranks resilience as one of the top skills that employers are looking for.
That's huge.
So whether you're navigating personal challenges or aiming for that dream job,
Right?
resilience is a key ingredient for success.
I love it. So it impacts our mental well-being
Yeah.
and our career prospects.
Uh-huh.
No wonder it's such a hot topic these days.
It is.
Now, the author of this article had a pretty compelling story
Yes.
about burnout and how she learned to be resilient.
She did. She was a teacher in Japan
Oh, wow.
and, pouring her heart into her work, but feeling completely drained and unappreciated.
That's tough.
Yeah. And it was actually through this experience that she came across this Buddhist concept called the two arrows.
Okay. I'm intrigued. Tell me more about these two arrows.
So imagine getting hit by an arrow.
Okay.
That's the initial pain, the difficult situation. The first arrow, right? It's inevitable, right?
Yeah.
But what happens next is crucial.
Okay.
We often react to that first arrow with blame, self-pity, or anger.
Mm.
So that's the second arrow, and
Okay.
it's self-inflicted.
Oh,
The second arrow is what really intensifies the suffering.
that is such a powerful analogy.
It is.
It makes you realize that while we can't always control what happens to us,
Right.
we can control our reactions to it.
Exactly. And this author found that by shifting her mindset, she could choose not to shoot that second arrow.
Love that.
Instead of dwelling on the unfairness of the situation, she focused on what she could control.
Right.
She started practicing gratitude, visualizing her goals,
Okay.
and eventually she was able to use this experience as a springboard to launch her own business.
Wow. Yeah, it's a really powerful example of turning adversity into fuel for positive change.
Yeah.
And, it's really this journey that led her to develop these practical strategies for building resilience.
Right.
Strategies that she outlines in the article.
And that's what I love about this deep dive.
Yeah.
It's not just theory, it's about giving you tangible tools you can
Okay.
actually use.
Yes.
So let's get into some of these strategies.
Okay.
What's the first one?
One of the most powerful strategies is this idea of reframing challenges.
Okay.
So instead of asking, why me?
Right.
You ask, what can I learn from this?
Okay, so it's about shifting from a victim mentality
Yeah,
to a growth mindset
exactly.
that resonates with me. But how do you actually do that? Like, it's easy to say, but when you're in the thick of it,
Yeah.
it's hard to change your perspective.
She gives a great example from her own life.
Okay.
She had a career setback that initially just felt devastating.
But instead of wallowing, she used it as an opportunity to really reassess her values and passions.
Okay.
And this led her to realize that she wasn't truly fulfilled in her previous career path.
Wow.
And that failure became the catalyst for her to really align with work that was more meaningful.
Wow. So even major setbacks can be reframed as opportunities for growth.
Absolutely.
I'm starting to see how this resilience thing really works.
Yeah.
What other strategies are there?
Another key strategy is the power of small goals.
Okay.
So when you're facing a huge challenge, it's
Hmm.
easy to get overwhelmed and give up, right?
Right.
But if you break that challenge down into smaller, more manageable steps,
Yeah.
you create a sense of momentum and accomplishment.
It makes sense. It's like that saying, how do you eat an elephant?
Exactly.
One bite at a time.
One bite at a time. And each small win fuels your motivation to keep going.
Totally.
She also emphasizes the importance of gratitude,
Okay.
which, as you know, is a bit of a hot topic these days.
Right.
But there's a good reason for it. Research from UC Berkeley shows that practicing gratitude can actually rewire our brains
Oh, wow.
for positivity.
I've heard about that research.
Yeah.
But honestly, I've always been a little skeptical.
Okay.
Does simply listing things you're grateful for really have that much power?
Well, think about it this way.
Okay.
When you focus on what you're grateful for,
Yeah.
you're intentionally shifting your attention away from negativity and scarcity.
Okay.
You're training your brain to see the good even when things are tough.
Right.
And this simple act of shifting your focus can have a profound impact
Okay.
on your mood, your outlook, even your physical health.
So it's like a mental muscle you can strengthen with practice.
Exactly.
Okay. I'm starting to see the appeal.
Yeah, and it's not just about feeling good, though.
Right.
Gratitude can actually change the structure and function of your brain, making you more resilient to stress and adversity.
Huh.
And in her article, she talks about her own daily practice of gratitude. And she starts each day by simply acknowledging the miracle of waking up and being able to breathe.
It's a good reminder that even on our worst days,
Yeah.
there are still things to be grateful for.
Exactly.
Okay, so we've got reframing challenges, we've got setting small goals, we've got practicing gratitude.
Yes.
What else?
She also talks about the importance of community.
Okay.
Surrounding yourself with a supportive network
Yep.
of people who can offer encouragement, guidance, and a listening ear.
Right.
It could be mentors, friends, family,
Mm.
or even online communities
Right.
of like-minded individuals.
Makes sense. We're social creatures after all.
We are.
No one achieves resilience in isolation.
No.
We all need that support system
Yes.
to help us through tough times.
Absolutely. And finally, she touches on the power of visualization and affirmations.
Okay.
Now, these practices might seem a bit woo-woo to some,
Right.
but there's actually a growing body of scientific evidence
Okay.
that supports their effectiveness.
I've always been curious about visualization,
Yeah.
but I've never really tried it. What's the basic idea?
It's about using the power of your imagination
Okay.
to create a mental picture of yourself, successfully overcoming challenges and achieving your goals.
Right.
And by repeatedly visualizing these positive outcomes,
Mhm.
you're essentially priming your brain for success.
So you're training your mind to believe that these things are possible,
Yes.
which then makes you more likely to take action
exactly
and let them happen.
Exactly.
I like that.
And affirmations work in a similar way.
Okay.
By consistently repeating positive statements about yourself,
Hmm.
you're reprogramming your subconscious beliefs.
So if you keep telling yourself, I'm a resilient, I can handle anything,
Yeah,
you're more likely to act in ways that align with that belief.
exactly.
Interesting. So it's about consciously choosing the thoughts and beliefs that will empower you, rather than letting your inner critic run the show.
Yep.
I like that. And she gives a specific affirmation in this article, right?
Yes, she does. It's, I am resilient. I grow stronger with every challenge.
I might have to try that one out.
Yeah,
Okay, so we've got a lot of great strategies here.
we do.
Reframing challenges, small goals, gratitude, community visualization affirmations.
Yeah.
It's a pretty comprehensive approach.
It is. And she ties all of these strategies together with this very compelling visualization.
Okay.
The image of a wide green river effortlessly flowing toward the ocean.
Ah, yes, the wide green river.
Uh-huh.
I was wondering when that was going to come up again.
It's more than just a pretty picture.
Okay.
It's a powerful metaphor for resilience.
Oh, okay.
So the river encounters obstacles along the way.
Sure.
You know, rocks, fallen trees, changes in terrain.
Mm-hmm.
But it always adapts,
Yeah.
flowing over or around these obstacles without losing momentum.
Right.
It stays focused on its ultimate goal,
Right.
reaching the vastness of the ocean.
So it's a reminder that resilience isn't about avoiding challenges altogether. It's about navigating them with grace and determination,
Yes.
staying focused on your purpose, even when things get tough.
Exactly.
I love that imagery.
Yeah.
Now, I have a feeling you're going to tell me there's a way to learn even more about this.
You know me too well.
I do.
If you're ready to dive even deeper into building this kind of resilience,
Okay.
the author actually offers a training program
Oh, cool.
designed to help you develop what she calls high-quality resilience.
High-quality resilience. That sounds intriguing. Tell me more.
It's about taking all of these concepts we've been discussing
Yeah.
and putting them into practice in a way that's tailored to your unique challenges and goals.
But not a one-size-fits-all approach.